your first of a few festivals that you're playing this summer.
Yes.
What are your tactics for winning over the slam dunk crowd?
I don't know. I mean, like, we've brought along with us inflatable bodyboards, which sounds childish, but yesterday
Nice.
it went down really, really well. I think you just got to try and get as many people involved as possible. So, like, just bringing stuff like that is kind of cool, something different. So.
Yeah. And you've been on the road a lot over in the US and over in Europe and that. How does it compare touring over here to over in those countries?
I mean, Europe's fairly similar to here. You get looked after really well out there. Like, they'll always give you like.
I've heard the food and
Yeah,
the riders are really good.
Yeah, really good. Like, they'll just put you up and give you a place to stay and like 3 meals kind of thing.
Yeah.
The US is kind of it's similar to over here, but it's just like on such a bigger scale. So it's like it just takes so much longer to get anywhere, and like you can do like, you know, we went over there and I think we did like 32 shows, and it's like you couldn't do that over here.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's so much bigger, but yeah, no, it's not much different. Really.
Yeah. And like over here, like so far from what I've seen, all of your shows, the crowds just go like insane.
Yeah.
Was it a similar vibe over in the US? Obviously, you're a lot less.
Yeah, I mean, like certain places it was similar, and then, you know, certain places like out in the middle of nowhere, not so much. But it was a really good reaction. We didn't expect that many people to be singing along or kind of like crowd surfing and stuff. So no, it was a really good reaction, but not quite as good as here.
Cool. And I said, like, you bring inflatable bodyboards and stuff.
Yes.
You always encourage fans to bring their own whip. What's the weirdest thing you've seen a fan bring to a show?
Weirdest thing I don't know really. I mean, they've only bought bodyboards really. We bought a inflatable crocodile, which people crowd surfed on.
Yeah,
that was quite cool.
Barfly.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was good. We lost him somewhere. I don't know really. I think they've only bought like bodyboards really.
Bodyboards, yeah. Nice. And you're one of the few UK bands now that have signed Hopeless Records. What was it about them that appealed to you?
I think like they've just got a really strong roster, and they've always had like bands that we've been into as we've been growing up, and kind of like All Time Low, Taking Back Sunday, those kind of bands.
Yeah.
So I think like when they approached us, it was like, oh wow, and like as well, the thing is, like, for a band like us, we need to kind of target America as like one of the main places that we're going to play. So to have an American label obviously makes it a lot easier to do that. So yeah, and I think just like knowing them now, like, it's really great just because they're such down to earth people, and it's like really easy to get on with them. So
they've made your life a lot easier. Then,
yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, much easier.
And you've become obviously part of this like strong UK pop punk scene at the moment. What is it about the scene and about pop punk music in particular that you think people like really enjoy, and what do you think that makes it so attractive?
Yeah, I think like the thing with this kind of new wave of pop punk is that it's really kind of like aggressive, but it's still kind of, you know, there's still like elements of like the older stuff in it, but it's really aggressive and kind of like it's good to like kind of finger point and crowd surf to, and I think people enjoy kind of just going crazy at shows. So it's a lot more like energetic than maybe some of the older stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And you've had 2 really successful EPs now. What's the plan with the album?
The album is done. Well, 3 tracks of it are done. The rest of it is done musically, but we just need to put vocals on it.
Cool.
So hopefully there'll be a few singles this year, and potentially the album will come out. Might be next year, might be early next year, might be this year.
Are the EPs like a good vibe of what to expect from the album? Are you going to take it a bit further?
Yeah, I think there's some songs that are kind of reminiscent of the EPs, but I would say mainly we've kind of gone for a more darker sound in places.
Yeah.
And then just like we're just trying to write bigger songs really. So I think like the songs are a lot bigger. There is some elements of the old stuff, and it definitely sounds like some of the old stuff, but just kind of improved, I'd say.
Yeah. So what is your biggest dream as a band? What would be the one thing you'd be like, we made it?
I mean, Warped Tour is a good one. Warped Tour is always on everyone's bucket list, and if we could do that next year, that would be amazing. I mean, like, total, like, the like top goal, I guess, would be like a show at Wembley, like not necessarily headlining, just like a support slot. I know like Neck Deep did it, and it just looked incredible. Like, I just love to play to that many people, so I think that would have to be like one on the bucket list as well, to be honest.
Awesome. Well, good luck with everything later. Enjoy your weekend.
Yes.